Yeah. The mad scientist. Okay, show us how we're going to do it. Really hard. And I like whites, but I didn't have quite enough white to go across the back, so I thought, red ones are going to just have to do. And just to kind of give you that little touch of atmosphere and stuff. But Caleb, tonight is a really special night because Caleb's earned an arrow of life. And so what I'm going to do is give you the 7 arrows. And as you give those out to the adults or whatever, we're going to present those to you. Okay?
I have the arrow of self-control. Now, I've been around you a little bit, and I think you've made a pretty good start on self-control. So, do you know what it is? Well, self-control is exactly what it says. It says controlling yourself, becoming the master of yourself and doing what's good. So, when you get mad at somebody and you hit them and everything, is that self-control? No, that's not self-control. Self-control is really acting instead of reacting to something, deciding what you're going to do and what's right, and then doing it. And so self-control isn't a matter of not reacting badly to something. It's also a matter of reacting goodly to something as well. For example, if one of your friends is being picked on, good self-control is not picking on them, but standing up for them too. And so, like I said, I've seen you and I watched you, and you made a good start on it, and that's a good thing because self-control is one of the hardest things for people to do, but it's also one of the most valuable because it is self-control, the decisions to do what Heavenly Father wants you to do that will get you into this celestial kingdom. And so I present to you the arrow of self-control.
Bishop?
Caleb, I have the arrow of faith. Now let's see, Chris, could you help me? Chris, what is faith?
Faith. If ye have faith, ye hope for things which are not seen, which are true.
There you go. You hope for things which are not seen, which are true. And you know what? You can build your faith. It can get bigger and stronger all the time. And that's one of the best things you can do. I know that you're a young man of faith. And I know that this faith will grow until it's just a wonderful, powerful influence in your life. So always have faith. I give you the arrow of faith. Thanks, Chris.
Your Kay's sister.
Raylan Booth.
All right. Well, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do, but I take from what they said that I'm supposed to tell you what justice is. Or better, let you tell me what it is. Do you know what justice is? Okay. Justice is more than just being fair. I know in your family, when somebody says it's not fair, what does your dad say? He says, you mean it's not to your advantage, right? Sometimes we think the things that are just, they're unjust because they're not to our advantage. So justice is an important thing to learn, that it's more than just being fair. It's doing your fair part so that things are fair for you. And as you grow up, you'll learn you'll learn that justice often has to do with being trustworthy. And that when people can trust you, then your life will be, I hesitate to say more fair, but it will be more fair. Things will work out better to your advantage because you're trustworthy. It also has to do with not judging other people and their actions and letting other people do and say and believe the things that they do, that they really believe. Let them believe what they believe. That's part of being just. And when you can do that and not judge other people, then you can be a happy boy. And as you grow up in scouting and grow up to be a great scout, you'll learn how to be more just and learn how to love people, and that way you can have more justice in your life.
This is Uncle Brian. Yep.
Any guesses what one this is? Wrong. It's courage. You're getting put on the spot a lot tonight, aren't you? What does courage mean to you? Okay, not be afraid. What are some things that you shouldn't be afraid of? They're simple things. They're just like not being afraid of the dark. That might be courage, okay. What about, say one of your friends asks you to do something wrong? If you've got courage, what do? I'm not going to do that. I know what's right. Okay, so it takes courage also to do the things you know that are right. In your life, you're faced with lots of things. And if you've got courage, you'll stand up for what you've been taught from your parents, what you've been taught from the church, and the things that you learn in scouting. You've learned a lot of important things in scouting. They're not just something that you learn so you can get a little badge put on you. It's something that can help clear through your life. Anyway, remember to always have courage and present you with that.
Janet?
Okay, Caleb, I have the arrow of hope. And faith without hope is dead. You have to have hope in order to have faith. And this world that we live in is not a very pleasant place to be. But if we have hope of a better life, and we in the church know that there is a better life for us after this world. And that is a great blessing to us because the general world does not have that knowledge that we have. And we are very blessed because we have it. But if we don't have the hope of that better world, then it doesn't make this life worthwhile. If when you get older and you get married and you have children and you might lose one, if you don't hope that you're going to be able to be with that child in the next life, then it would be very devastating. And you need to have hope also that when you go out on your scout trips that you won't get lost, and hope in your family that you'll be able to give your heart also. And so I present you with the arrow of hope.
Okay.
He wants me to go.
Okay, Janae?
Well, mine, before I came here, I said, Caleb, you better give me an easy one. He goes, how about love? So he sat there and looked for it and found me love. So I know Caleb loves his mommy because he did that for me. And Caleb tells me he loves me too, and I appreciate that. Another thing Caleb does, because he loves his parents, is this last week he was with his friends, and I said, you don't have to be home till 8:30, and he came home about 7. I said, why are you home? He said, well, they were watching a PG-13 movie. And I said, so what'd you do? I said, I can't watch a PG-13 movie. I said, well, what did they say? I said, see ya. So he came home. So I know that he loves us, and he was able to tell me that too. Love is very important. It's the very most important thing in the gospel, because if you love Heavenly Father, you'll do all the right things. You just have to think about, what would Heavenly Father do? What would Jesus do? And it's a love thing. So I give you the arrow of love.
Stay there, Janae. Okay?
Well, Caleb, I have the arrow of wisdom. Now, wisdom is being able to choose good things, choose the best things. When you have two choices, one's right and one's wrong, or one's good and one's bad, which one do you choose?
Good.
Yeah, that's easy, huh? Well, what if you have two good things that you have to choose between? How do you tell the difference? How do you know which one to pick? That takes wisdom, doesn't it? You use your wisdom to figure out which is the best one. So I'm going to give you the arrow of wisdom so that you can always choose the best thing. I'm also going to go ahead and put that in. I'm also going to give Caleb a little arrow that I whittled while I was at Wood Badge, because I've been thinking about this night for a long time. And I notched it with 7 notches for the 7 virtues that you just received.
Stay there. And so after that, you were listening, weren't you? You got put on the spot there a couple of times. I'm going to present you with your arrow flight, and there's your pin to give your mom. Because I know she helps you, and I know your dad helped you too, because he was great Weaver Wolves with me. But now he's in Boy Scouts. So now he's This family's really into the Scouts. It's really great.
Caleb can't wait to get that fishing merit badge.
I made to earn the dog here.
Now also, this arrow, now I know your dad's arrow is probably really neater than this. He whittled that right down. This is an arrow. This is an actual arrow. That you can, it's an actual weapon. So you can mount this in your bedroom. But don't hurt nobody with it. And just keep it in a place where your sisters and stuff won't get into it. And maybe as you have your Boy Scout stuff, you can hang your Boy Scout things on it. And just keep it in there to remind you of this night, because you did work really hard to get your arrow flight. But now, what are you going to shoot for when you get to become a Boy Scout? No, what's that big number you're going to try to go for? You're going to go for an Eagle Scout. You're well on your way right now. So I present you with that. And congratulations. You got to give your mom a hug, though, okay? And you got to give your dad a big hug, too. All right. That's pretty neat. I like that.